Χαίρετε and salvete, omnes. We're gonna craft today. So today we're actually going to be making an Ita bag, and for those of you who don't know, an Ita bag is a type of backpack or purse that has a clear opening where you can show off things like your pins and keychains of a certain character. This is popular in anime and manga communities. So what I'm actually doing is we're going to make this Ita bag into a Classics Ita bag, because I have many enamel pins that are Classics inspired or based, and so that's what's in this basket, is all of my pins. So today I'm going to show you how I'm making my Ita bag. So I'm going to move my camera, so it's basically going to focus on doing the project the whole time. You're going to need foam. I've already cut mine out to the size of my Ita bag. I have a second thing of foam in my Ita bag already because it wasn't as thick as I thought it was going to be. So I had to get two pieces, and I'm going to use one as a support, so I'm not going to cover it the same way as the other one. But then you need fabric to put on top. I actually got a Greek key pattern for the fabric, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that, and then I will show you the finished Ita bag once everything is set up. So I'm going to move the camera, and then we're going to get started. So to start, you're going to need scissors and an X-acto knife, depending on what your Ita bag is going to be like. I was managing to cut out the foam and the fabric with just scissors, but if you need an X-acto knife, it's good to have. You're also going to need a glue gun, so you can glue your fabric onto the foam base for your bag. So I'm going to start doing this. I think it is hot enough that I can start kind of folding it down a little bit by a little bit, and make sure you hold it down for a moment and let it sit. Ooh. We all know how well I do with glue guns, so this is going to be fun. Let it sit for a moment and make sure it is taut to the foam so you don't get anything sticking out. Ow. Oh, I put my finger right in that glue section. That really hurt. Oh man. Oh. So I'm going to have a lot of glue all over the place today. So then you're just going to make your way around. So I'm going to just do that without talking so I can get this section done. I got about everything done. This is the finished product for my foam. It looks a lot better in the front than it did on the back, and if you notice I have a band-aid on my hand, it's because I actually burnt myself pretty badly, so that's been fun. And it looks like there's about 3 inches I cannot use from the bottom of my Ita bag, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of room here, and I'm going to start placing where I want things to go. So I am trying to figure out the most colorful way to go about this. I think I want them to start like this. Have Bast and Isis here. I am definitely going to let you all know where I got all of these pins in the description below, because a lot of them are things that I'm sure you would be interested in attaining yourself. And I don't know if everything is gonna fit on here, so I might have to be kind of picky. And that's part of why you do this way is you're able to change out the foam core of your Ita bag. The Ita bag has a spot where you can do it, but it's one of those things where you would have to take all the pins out of the fabric, and doing that over and over again can ruin the bag. So a lot of people make these inserts instead, and that way it's to make sure the Ita bag isn't compromised after doing it over and over again. So I have these little columns that I think I will put in there. I don't know which way I want them to go. I think I might put this one in the middle because it's smaller. Put that one all the way over here. Maybe in the corners is where I'll put those guys. Okay, so I also have this keychain, which I got in Bulgaria. It is one of the amphorae from the Panagarishte treasure. So I will set a link up because I still don't remember how to spell Panagarishte, so I don't expect any of you to, unless you're Bulgarian. So the next options I have Bast and Isis on here because, you know, the syncretic religion is something that's very interesting to me, but that leaves some of my Olympian gods out. So I have Dionysus, Artemis, Apollo, Hermes, Athena, and Persephone. So I could find a way to make everybody fit. I think I could. But I think I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna see if I can fit Persephone here, and then Dionysus down here, and then Athena here, Hermes here, and then Artemis and Apollo. Oh, they all do fit. So this is going to be my preemptive design. So I am going to start pinning them. So we're going to have another time lapse. I have never made an Ita bag before, even though I have been into anime and manga since I was a kid. Of course, my first anime were Sailor Moon and Pokemon. So I want to be able to switch out my inserts so that way when I go to conferences for classics, I can use this one. And when I go to do anime convention stuff, I can do an anime version and I can just switch it out and use the same bag. Apparently, the reason why it's called Ita bag, why they're called that, is because it literally means pain bag in Japanese, because the Japanese word for pain is itai, and if you watch anime, you know that's basically what any character says when they hurt themselves or they need to say ouch for something. They say itai. So for me, I wondered why it was called that. So I looked it up, and apparently the reason it's pain bag is because of the damage you are doing to the bag or the damage it is doing to your wallet. So for the wallet thing, apparently some people will spend thousands of dollars making their Ita bags. And I don't doubt it, considering the amount of money I paid for the pins that I had for just this, and it's not even that many. And the pomegranate one was actually a gift from my fiance by Evening Court. So I actually didn't know which person made that because I had gotten it as a gift. So, oh goodness, everything is falling down. Now I'm in the middle, so it's making it a little harder. So I'm in the middle instead of the top middle. So I forgot to wear gloves like I was going to. I've lost whether or not this is still 3 inches. Yeah, they're good. Okay. So because of that, oh man, there we go. Some of these are really hard to like pull off of. There we go. I'm actually gonna move the bottom folks down so I can do this one without too much trouble. All right, and now the pomegranate one is going to go in the middle because it is the most colorful out of everything. I think it's approximately the middle. I'm going to move it over just a skosh. There we go. Okay, it's not too much on Pegasus. Cool. So because this is such a flimsy foam board, I have another foam board in my Ita bag, like I said, so hopefully it doesn't fall or droop in my bag. But because it was pretty much done to the point of you know what, I'm gonna put Bast in here and do a trial. Let's see how it would look. Oh yeah, she's got plenty of room. I can move her down just a little. You know what? I'm not gonna move her down. Yeah, I'm gonna move her down. Just a skosh. The other reason I was happy to, I think that was too far. All right, let's try it. Nope, perfect. Yeah, okay, that's perfect. All right. Let's keep going. What was I saying? Oh, the other reason I wanted to have a secondary backing is because when I got my second set of pins from Triangle Art, who does this style, and the Egyptian ones as well, when I got them, I didn't know they had arrived, and they must have fallen off my bed because they got stepped on. And I didn't notice until the day after because it said it had been delivered and I hadn't seen it anywhere in the house. So I assumed it was just not delivered yet because you know how packages sometimes are. So I was like, okay, whatever. And so I thought, all right, I must have missed the package somehow. I thought it was misdelivered, but nope. And some of the pins, backings had been pushed through because it got stepped on. So I'm a little sad about that. But at least there is, I can get backup backings pretty easily. I'm not worried about that too much. Is Isis gonna fit there? Oh, they're gonna be smushed. Okay, I'm gonna put her about here. Yeah. And her there. Okay. I don't want to put her too far over. But no, it's too far. Okay. Let's go with right there and hope that that's okay. So I'm almost done with my Ita bag. I'm thinking I might find a way to put the panegyriste somewhere on here, but I don't think it'll fit. So I might have this just hanging in the background. So now that I am almost done, I am going to show you my final design in just a moment. The other good thing about having the ones that go almost to the edge is that some of them are poking through the fabric, so that can reinforce them staying on properly. So the other thing I bought just for funsies, because sometimes people do these kinds of extra things for their Ita bags, like danglies or little lights or something, I got gold leaf ribbon because I thought that would be relevant and kind of cool to have on there. Oh no. Well, apparently if you take the tape off, all the gold leafing comes off pretty easily, which is not ideal. But I unplugged my, so I could essentially put something like this in between. I'm thinking I'm not going to, just because I don't have my sewing kit and I don't really feel like plugging the glue gun back in any particular way. So I'm saying I'm going to not have that on there. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see better what my Ita bag is going to look like. I'm going to show you the pin board before I put it into, sorry, I'm cleaning up all my nonsense. I'm going to show you the pin board before it goes into the Ita bag, and then I'm going to show you it in the Ita bag. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm surprised I actually managed to get all of my pins on there. I'm definitely going to have to get another insert or bag if I want any more classics themed pins though. So this is the pin board all finished. It's not exactly symmetrical, but I'm okay with that. So we have some columns. We have some Sappho hands with quotes from Sappho. So sorry, that was my keys. And then all of the gods that I showed you. And so I'm gonna put it into my Ita bag now and see how it looks.